Automobile industries, the safety is most important thing. So for that we need to do some things. So try to identify some measurements to avoid the deaths in accidents.
Good morning. First of all, my name is SNS Institutions. Microcontroller is an integrated circuit company integrated circuit to operate the specific operation in embedded systems. It typically includes processor, RAM, ROM, and serial communication and input-output ports, timer and controls. CPU is a central processing unit. It processes all the command and all the control or any other measurements in microcontrollers. In RAM, it is a temporary storage to store the program temporarily, and ROM it is a permanent storage to store the permanent code. And come to the serial communication, it is having an SPA and RTOS or etc. And input and output ports are used to connect the indicator and sensors, actuators, or any other sensors to detect motion and vibration or etc.
So, hi guys. Actually, in airbag deployment, so first when the car crashes into an accident or some sudden deceleration occurs, the sensor in the car senses the deceleration and the signal is sent to the microcontroller. Then the microcontroller process the data, which process there is a threshold level for a airbag deployment. If the threshold level exceeds, then the airbag reaches actual function. So when the threshold level exceeds, it will inflate the airbag and save the life. So then the signal, then microcontroller sends an electrical signal, and it inflates the airbag, which then ignites airbags. So this process only takes 50 milliseconds. It takes only 50 milliseconds to save a life of the.
I'm Kuttaram. As English one says, we can use microcontroller or microprocessor in automobile industry to save our life. If we use a microcontroller or microprocessor in automobile industry, it may reduce the life of the accident compared to other things. So we can prolong the human's life and we can control the accident to make some major cases if they crash the car or make any some silly mistakes. So we can use a microcontroller to connect the airbag. They work to save the life of a human. Apart from that, we can use some motion sensor or some other sensors to track the patient monitoring. If a patient moves or they make any turn or any changes, it will sense it and it will process to the microcontroller. It's worked by ADS, which means a signal processing system. When a patient apply a brake or when he is going too faster, suddenly his brake, he may make a brake means the microcontroller it may process the surrounding environment to check whether it is an accident or it is a normal brake. If it is accident, it may explode the airbag. So apart from that, they can also used in a real-time applications. So if we use more than 4 or 6 bag in a single vehicle, we need to use 3 to 4 microcontroller to process the overall bag systems. Also, we can use to sense the movement of the car, whether it is turning or it is stable, so that it may analyze if we need to open the airbag or if we need not to open the airbag. Most commonly, the advantages like they are cost effective and life saving. Disadvantages means their milliseconds or latency. Latency may delay so that the life of the patient may be in or out.
So, two things most important. One is will be an accuracy. So, false prediction of accident is not acceptable. Similarly, if there is an accident, it is not predicted, that is not acceptable. So, we need to have a higher accuracy. Second one, the deadline. So, here we have a very crucial deadlines. So, we say it is a hard deadline. Because, so we need to save a life within that fraction of seconds, we need to respond it. So our microcontroller should be a response that first we need to predict correctly and it should be respond immediately, it should be save the lives. So the accuracy is most important, I already said that. So if it is a fault prediction, for example, if this is an accident, if it is not predicted, the life will be wasted. So even if it is a 1% inaccuracy, that is not acceptable. So we expect 100% accuracy.